Hi there, I'm Carrie, owner of Carrie Fit and the inventor of the ABC method for diastasis recti recovery and core stability. And today we're going to talk squats. So most squats that I see are improper squats that could cause serious issues with your back, with your knees, with your hips. And so we want to address the squat itself before adding load to it. Cool? One tool that I use quite often when I teach squat is some kind of straight dowel. So grab a broomstick, something that's your Festivus pole, whatever is around, and you're going to place it behind your head and between your booty cheeks. Okay, so right there. Then you're going to press your shoulder blades down and towards that pole, and you're going to hold that alignment there. So there's a little bit of space between your lower back and the pole. That's important. We all have curve in our spine and we need that, but the shoulder blades down and back, the tailbone tucked under slightly so that you feel a core engagement happen. And this lift and drawing up from the lower abdominals is important throughout the entire squat. Okay. Now the correct way to start a squat is actually with feet underneath your hips. So if you take your fist and you put it here between your knees, that is about the width of your hips as well. So we can start there. Now, for some people, we're going to have to go a little bit wider, and I'll talk about that in a second. But let's start right here. Shoulder blades down and back, zip the navel up and in. Actually zip up from the pubic bone to the sternum and keep that area drawing up and in the whole time. You're just going to bend your knees and keep this solid alignment from head to hips, and then come back up. How'd you do? All right, so a couple of elements that we want to think about. As we come down, we're doing our inhale, but we're drawing the belly away from the thighs at the same time. And then as we glance down, we should be able to see our toes. So our knees are not pressing forward, they're just staying over our feet. And then we're also not arching our back and we're not curving our back. We're keeping that same solid alignment. There is a bend in the hip and the knee. That's what makes it a squat. And then as we stand up, we want to put the pressure in the heels. And we want to exhale and just come back to starting position. Another thing to really look out for is what your knees do. So ladies, our hips are wider than our knees in our normal alignment. So a lot of times because of that, and just because of the geometric nature of our bodies, our knees will want to cave in this way, and that can cause serious knee pain. So if that is you, I want you to go a little bit wider than that fist distance, and I want you to press your knees out as you squat down. So let's try that. We've got that pole here. We press the knees out as we sit and then exhale and stand back up. Another thing that we find is butt wink, right? If we're trying to go super deep into our squat and we're not keeping that solid alignment, there's going to be a spot where our butt will wink down and then wink back up. Did you see that? It's like a dip in the lower back. And if we're doing that, it's going to eventually hurt our lower back. We're putting too much pressure on that lower back. Okay, so that is your basic squat tutorial. Practice it first before you start adding load to it and see the difference that a true squat can make in your practice. Right, Prince? Prince is chasing his tail this morning. All right, have a great day.